Let's rank all 35 Marvel movies. I think by now there are more. Is Deadpool and Wolverine on this list? It is. Nope. Everything's already out. Yeah. That's crazy. Captain America Brave New World. We already know it. We're going to put that in. Alright. Starting off with. Not a good way to start the list. Ant-Man and the Wasp. This movie felt like a bad game of tag. You ever watched the movie The Tag with Jen Moreno? It felt like that, but more boring. I did not care for it. It was like a bad game of tag. I'm gonna put that in. This is like in the lower half of Marvel movies. Like this is something I choose not to rewatch. If I did want to rewatch it, it's because I'm rewatching the whole of the Marvel. Like, even that, I'd try and skip it if I could find a way. I'm gonna put it at E. I just did not enjoy it at all. On the other hand, the original Ant-Man movie, I really enjoyed. I thought it was like, oh no, yeah, I'm putting it in B. I really enjoyed the first Ant-Man movie. Like I enjoyed it a lot. I don't know why. It felt like this. I think what it was is in the Ant-Man and the Wasp, they kind of got rid of. Remember IT? What's his name? IT. The guy, anyways. You know the remember Ant Man's friends. He got Scotland's friends. They was a good part of the movie, and then getting rid of them just felt like I don't know why, but it felt like a bit of the movie or the soul of the movie, which is like a bunch of friends doing a heist, has just been replaced, and I don't know why, but I did not care for it. So yeah, Ant Man in B. It was enjoyable. Avengers Age. Ooh, Avengers Age of Ultron also a B. I enjoy it. I think this movie gets a lot of flack. You know what? I enjoy this movie more than the first Avengers movie. I genuinely think it's like I I think the movie the hate this movie gets is just undeserved. I don't know why people hate on it as much as I do. I genuinely don't like when I watch it. I'm like, this is Marvel right here. Like I get it. Now that being said, there are certain things I'm not a fan of in this movie, which it's one of them is like the kind of like they acknowledge the fact that we're watching them, like how unrealistic it is. I never liked that when I'm watching a movie. One of the reasons why I like the Snyderverse is because they make it feel as though it's like real life. In this movie, there's that one joke between Scarlet Witch and Hawkeye where they're like, "I'm a guy with a bow and arrow fighting off the robots." Like, yeah, we don't want to know that. Like, but it's real life for you. I don't want you to act like it's a joke or something like that. I was not a fan of that, and they do that a lot in the first Avengers, which is one thing I hate. But I also don't like the fact that they do it in the Age of Ultron movies. But overall, that's a Joss Whedon thing, by the way. Joss Whedon, screw you, dirty monkey. It's not racist. I'm black. Anyways, I enjoy this movie. Endgame. Endgame is a movie with amazing moments, but a messy story. And there are certain things that are wrong with the story. There are plot holes in this movie where when Captain America goes back in time, you know there it does what's the word? It doesn't make sense. It's like paradoxical. I think that's the word for it. It's paradoxical. Like that being said, I think Age of Ultron. Like I enjoyed the story of Age of Ultron more than I enjoyed the story of Endgame, which might be crazy, but I feel like Endgame was a movie with high moments, and when I say the high moments, I mean like the iconic Captain America with all the Avengers, every single person in the Marvel universe, Avengers Assemble, or him catching Thor's hammers. Like you see these high moments, but the story felt messy. It felt I think the first half of the movie just wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be. They made Captain America a bit of a soy boy when they go to therapy, which wasn't Captain America's thing. But I guess he could have learned from Mackie. You remember in the Falcon, Sam Wilson in Captain America Winter Soldier, the greatest Marvel movie of all time. But we're not doing that right now. All right, Infinity War, the second best Marvel movie of all time. This felt like the culmination of every single Marvel movie. Felt like it was leading up to this one point. And what was worse is, what was more? No, sorry, what's not worse? What made this better was the fact that the villain won. Thanos did it. He did it, and it felt like also like every character that a lot of the characters we love died in that movie. Now, if you're not a Marvel fan, you probably didn't know that they were gonna make another Spider-Man movie or another Black Panther movie. So the characters that did die, you know they're gonna bring them back. So you kind of expecting that end game. But people who weren't up to date with Marvel news, like they wouldn't have known that these characters were getting brought back. So how have I forgotten this? Endgame, Iron Man's death, iconic. When he says "I am Iron Man," remember when he first acknowledges himself as Iron Man in the Iron Man movie. I am Iron Man. It's so sick. Anyways, Infinity War, just amazing. Thanos, Josh Brolin, an amazing villain. His, it's one of those characters like Gamora's death. Oh my gosh, just love it. Guardians, the group in this movie, which is enjoyable. This movie was perfect. Also, the Russo brothers understand who Peter Parker is and understand Spider Man. The best time we ever see Spider Man are in 2002, 2001. I asked right. No, but no, I mean But realistically, the best time we've ever seen, like the best live action Spider Man, is like probably Peter Parker in a, what do they call that movie? Oh, what's that movie? Civil War. Uh, they understand Spider Man, and the way they introduce him in this movie is so good. When he's come back from a field trip and he gets hit by the things, like it's just Infinity War was just perfect. The writing was amazing. Thor was used so well. I hate what they did to Thor in Ragnarok and Love and Thunder. Now Ragnarok shows a good movie, but we'll talk about that later. Anyways, this movie, every single character was utilized properly. The relationship between Captain America and Thor, Iron Man, they acknowledge it, but they never actually meet each other in this movie, and it's done so well. It's just done so well. They nails movie. I don't think you could improve this movie ever better. I don't think you could. It was just perfect, but it wasn't as good as The Winter Soldier. My nose is crazy right now. All right, Black Panther. Now I'm gonna say something that's controversial. I like Black Panther. I'm putting it in C. You're thinking, not Ant-Man level. Ant-Man's a better movie. No, yeah, it's a better movie. I'm not saying that. Is it C? No, I'm not putting it in B. Black Panther was enjoyable. I think the love Black Panther gets is undeserved. And when I say it's undeserved, I mean people talk about Black Panther like it's a perfect movie. It's not. It's just not. Killmonger, great villain. Terry Pullman's performance was good and everything, but people talk about it like it's the greatest Marvel movie of all time. And I think with Chadwick Boseman's death, R.I.P. But move on. Like boo hoo, he's dead. We get it. Move on. Like I don't think you should give a movie bonus points because the actor's dead. Not. I'm saying it's a good movie, but the love it gets is just undeserved. It's not amazing. Like it's not some sort of like brand new thing. And I get it's a black movie and it's iconic, but does iconicity matter now? All of a sudden, don't forget I'm a defender of the Suicide Squad movie. I don't think it's that bad, but that's way more iconic than Black Panther. It just is. Every time you see a Harley Quinn or a Joker, they're using that one. They're using the one from the Suicide Squad movie. That movie is so iconic. You don't also say people don't use that as an argument to say why that movie's good. Like no, it's a good movie. Black Panther is a really good movie. Lupita Nyong'o, she's Lahang. The movie and Angela Bassett performance really good. Again, I'm not saying it's not like it's not good by any means, but it's not amazing. It's not this S tier or A tier Marvel movie that people talk about it. It's an Ant-Man level, Ant-Man Doctor Strange level. We'll talk about that later. Alright. Civil War. Now, if someone said to me, this is the second best Marvel movie, I wouldn't be surprised. This is these two right here, top three. Captain America Civil War. On comic accurate. It's not comic accurate by any means. It's just not comic accurate. But it's enjoyable as hell. The writing's amazing. It's just the first time we see Spider-Man, Tom Holland specifically Spider-Man, is in this movie, and the Russo brothers use him so well. They use him perfectly. The way they introduce Spider-Man is Spider-Man. In any other Spider-Man movie, and from the Tom Holland movies, that's not Spider-Man. In this movie, you see Spider-Man, and I just love it. The first time we see Black Panthers in this movie, the way they introduce him is amazing. I think that's the best. I think that's the best performance from Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther was in this movie. I loved it. I just loved it. Winter Soldier in this movie, the way they used him, fit him into the storyline, how he killed Iron Man's parents, amazing. If you didn't know that already, for shame. For shame. Anyways, amazing. Of course, he was controlled by Hydra, but still, the way they use that to motivate a storyline, how Zemo's this amazing villain. He's extremely intelligent. How he's fueled by the events of what happened in what they call it again, Age of Ultron. Yes, Sokovia. How after Sokovia, his family died. He's a baron of Sokovia. You find that out in Falcon and Winter Soldier, and how he's extremely wealthy. But you don't really need that in this movie. This movie was elite. It just was. The pacing was great. The writing was great. The action was amazing. The iconic fight between Iron Man versus Captain America and Winter Soldier, amazing. How some of the Avengers got put in a prison because they went against the government. This movie was amazing. Ant-Man, we get introduced to Ant-Man in this movie, I think. Is it the first time? It's not the first time. We already had the Ant-Man movie by that time, but still, amazing. Every single thing in this movie was it's just amazing. Now, Endgame does make something weird, which is Captain America kissed Sharon Carter. That's his niece. You see, a bit weird, isn't it? Like, he fell in love with his wife's sister's daughter. It's just a bit weird, but, we'll move on. She's Leng. Also, what they do to her character in Falcon and Soldier, a bit weird, but we'll move on from that. Overall, Civil War, an S tier movie. It's just S tier. There are certain movies where it's like between the three big movies in Marvel, you can swap them around, and I wouldn't really mind. I do believe Winter Soldier is the greatest, but like Winter Soldier, Infinity War, Civil War, like mixing with the random amount. Those movies are just amazing, just straight up amazing. I don't know how you can like criticize it, apart from the fact that it's not comic accurate by any means. The stance Tony Stark made, he would never. The stance he takes on the Sokovia Accord, he would never take. The stance Captain America takes on the Sokovia Accord, he would never take. Don't forget, if you see them X Men '97 movies, sometimes he doesn't agree with what the government does, but Captain America always goes with the government. The same with Tony Stark. Tony Stark, Iron Man 1, the first thing he does, he goes against the government. Iron Man 2 goes against the government. Or was that Iron Man 3? Maybe Iron Man 3. Either way, he always goes against the government. He never agrees with the government. Iron Man would never do that, but we'll move on. I get it. And then people can be like, he was fueled by what happened in Sokovia, show pressure and all that stuff, but that's just not comic accurate by any means. Alright, moving on. Captain America, the first Avenger. Now, this movie gets a lot of hate, but it doesn't at the same time. It gets hit, but not for the reasons it should. Anyways, this movie was good. Haley Atwell, bad. She is bad. Oh, don't forget her CGI in Civil War. Ooh. But I expected it to be. You can't really age someone that badly. I mean, my nose is crazy right now. Let's probably cut this out. Right, Civil War. Anyway, that's Captain America vs. Avenger. Red Skull was amazing. Just this movie, the introduction to Captain America was amazing. The CGI they used to make Captain America, like the young Steve Rogers, skinny version of him, it's just cool. This movie was enjoyable. I do think there were certain things like the action wasn't the best. I'm going to be honest, but there were some good action scenes as well. But they were like, nah. It just felt like a movie. Like it's good actually. Because I don't know, I'm putting it in a C. Because I actually enjoyed these two way more than First Avengers. But First Avengers are iconic at the same time. But I don't care for iconicity that much. Then the greatest movie of all time, Captain America: Winter Soldier, the greatest Marvel movie, the greatest. There's no movie that compares, in my opinion. The pacing, the action, the writing, the fact that they actually made me believe what happened was happening. Like with Infinity War, there's these weird things like they're gonna bring back those characters, and I kind of knew it. Just from feeling. Like when Nick Fury dies in the movie, you actually believe it. You genuinely believe it. Also, Natasha Romanoff, such a good character. Her relationship with Captain America in this movie is kind of like this flirtatious relationship, which I think they should have developed on. But I'm not against it by any means. Her relationship with Bruce Banner is pretty cool, but I thought it was better with Captain America. The first time we see the Sam Wilson in this movie, cool introduction. The amazing plot of how Hydra still exists through Shield, and the stance that Captain America takes such a unique stance. Just a good movie. Really enjoyable. Perfect. Not good. Perfect. Best Marvel movie. Now, one movie that I wish I never saw and somehow made $1.1 billion. That's right. If someone says to you, but this movie made money in the theatres, remind them, Captain America made $1.1 billion. Does it mean it's a good movie? Actually, you could argue to me this is the worst Marvel movie of all time. Just bad. I don't know. I tried to rewatch. I rewatched it. Like I think I've seen this 3 times now. I rewatched it again recently because I was like 1.1 billion. It should have been good. Maybe I'm like looking back on it like maybe I was a bit harsh on it because I enjoy the Marvels. I'll tell you why. But I was like maybe it's just bad. It was horrible. The Captain America we get in this movie, Captain Marvel we get in this movie is not the one we see in the Marvels. I hate her character. I despise her character in this TV show. It's just bad. This movie was just bad. Like, ugh. Like I don't know how you could I don't know how anyone could enjoy this movie. And the fact that it made 1.1 billion is crazy. So if anyone ever says to me, but it made a movie, Captain Marvel made 1.1 billion, doesn't mean it's a good movie. Doctor Strange, that's the same category as Black Panther, or better than Black Panther. I think it's better than it. Yeah, Doctor Strange better than Black Panther. Doctor Strange is a really enjoyable movie. The CGI, the VFX work in this movie was amazing. Dormammu was a cool villain. The ancient one, how they tied her in, like the way they used the ancient one tied her to Dormammu. How the storyline was really enjoyable. Again, they do make Doctor Strange's character. He does feel a bit like Tony Stark in this movie, but it's alright. They're both rich. They're both pricks. Like self-righteous pricks. But it's alright. The writing was great. I thought this movie was really enjoyable. I don't know. It's one of those movies where it's like, I don't have anything to criticize, but I know it's not as good as it's like an A or S tier movie. But it's like in this category. Like, I think it's better than Ant-Man. I think it's the best out of all three of these movies. But it's not that hard, to be honest. No, it's kind of hard, but Yeah, Doctor Strange really good. It's just good. Benedict Cumberbatch is pretty cool. This movie was really enjoyable. Wow, there's so many movies. I'll be honest with you guys. I can't. Oh, I didn't know someone was I didn't know someone was here. Oh, Captain America 1, Avenger. Whoa, that's crazy. Black Panther B. Yo, wilding. Yo, wilding. Man said, yeah, I love animations, dude. Animation is sick, bro. Like, are we not gonna like X-Men 97, The Invincible? If you haven't seen Invincible, you're missing out because, yeah, you should definitely go check out Invincible. Invincible is elite. I love Invincible. I saw episode 8 yesterday. Oh, I mean, Adam Eve, like she's a. Let me take this off. Adam Eve, she's bad. Where am I from? England. Well, ethnically, I'm Eritrean, but I live in Leeds. Maybe you probably heard from the accent. Oh, yo, no. Are you using this movie's the reason Marvel exists? Which movie are you on about? Captain America 1? No, you're wilding. You're wilding. Captain America 1 is not A tier. You're crazy. Captain America 1 is like, you know? It's one of those movies where you're like, actually, I was a bit harsh on it. Putting it in C is kind of crazy, but I don't think it's better than these three movies. Like, I enjoyed three of these movies way more. I don't know why. I rewatched it a couple months ago. I thought it was a good movie, but like it wasn't anything exceptional. I thought the first half of this movie was way better than the second half. I loved the origin, and then I was like, after that, I was like, yeah, no, it's just maybe it's not for me. You know what? I'll put it in a B. I can accept it being a B. Actually, it's not one of those. It's one of those things where it's like, yeah. If you want to show, I can show you some cool animations for your stream to attract viewers. What do you think? Yeah, bro, I'll take it. Let's see this. Give me some options. Because I'm trying to get into anime right now, but it's so hard, bro. I started watching anime uh, not long ago, but I started off with Naruto. Oh my god. I don't think I could have continued with that. Naruto was dead. I'm sorry. I know my younger brother Dan, a big Naruto fan. It's mid. It's like, ugh. That TV show felt like if a TV show had filler and then the filler had filler, that's what it would feel like. I'm sorry, but I don't think anyone can convince me that TV show was like some amazing thing. It's like, I don't know, man. Yeah, no, no. And then, what else did I watch? Well, I haven't actually watched a lot of anime, you know, I'm thinking about it now. Because I watched like the X-Men TV show, the Batman Beyond, the Batman animated series, Justice League, Young Justice. I've watched actually quite a bit. Not anime, but when I watch animated more. I'm not a big fan of anime when I think about it now because it's just the story feels like you need to watch 200 episodes for 20 episodes worth of plot. Wild, like I don't get it. But bro, I do not have a. Oh wait, I do have an IG. Actually, I think about it now because I post TikToks on that one. It's literally let me write it down. I do have a Discord as well, but I don't have a Discord. I should make a Discord, but if I don't even use Discord, you know, I'm on this page. If you ever watch there's a podcast called the Escape Podcast, really good podcast. They have a Patreon. I'm on that podcast. I'm on that Discord quite a lot. But my, I think I put some videos on my Insta. I tried to at least. I'm actually quite bad at it. I think I have because same name as my. I think that's my name on. I think that's my name on Insta. On Discord, I actually don't know my name. I need to start using Discord more. It's too complicated for me, man. It's too complicated. It's too complicated. Either way, man. I bet. You know what I'll do? I'll save it. Oh, let me. That's alright. So it'll be saved here. I'll go and check it out. I'll send you a message on Discord. Go on. Either way. Alright, let me do some more of these ones then. Guardians 2. You know what? Guardians 2 gets a lot of love. I despise that movie. Again, this is controversial. I think Guardians 2 ruins the Guardians trilogy. Like, the Guardians trilogy was just. Guardians 1, really good. Guardians 3, really good. Guardians 2, not it. I mean, it felt like a movie that you made just to promote Baby Groot. I did not enjoy it. Like, I thought Ego was a good villain. I just thought the substance, it lacked substance. The writing was not that good, but it looked beautiful. I mean, that movie is beautifully, like, the way they designed that movie is just amazing. That's why I'm really excited for James Gunn to be the director for he's the new head of DC, and him being like him setting up Superman the movies, because Guardians 1 is so good. Guardians 3 is good, but then when I see Guardians 2, I'm like, he's really good at using like superheroes, like misfit superheroes, like bad people who become superheroes. You see it with like what's the TV show called, Peacemaker, or the Suicide Squad movie. But at the same time, it's like, can he do Superman? I don't know. I like Zack Snyder's Superman, so who am I to judge? Apparently, and then there's Guardians 1. Guardians 1 S tier. I love Guardians 1. I think the jokes land. Now that being said, I think bet I'll accept it. I think I think Guardians 1 over the years it's gotten worse. Like I think I rewatched it 2 months ago. So at the beginning of the year, January. Yeah, so it would have been 2 months ago. Some of the jokes do not land. Some of the jokes are like, buddy, what am I doing here? Like, there are certain jokes where it's like, you get it, that's a James Gunn joke. But some of those jokes, you're like, I really enjoyed that back in the day, but it doesn't age well. Like the Black Panther movie, remember the iconic, "What are those" by Shuri? I'm like, they make those kind of jokes in the what's it called, Black Panther movie, and in the Guardians movie, that some dick jokes, and I'm like, buddy, these do not land. And I'm like thinking, will Superman be like that? Will they add a bunch of like weird jokes in the Superman movie? Because imagine Superman being like shut up, dickhead. It doesn't make sense. But it's James Gunn. I trust him. I mean, he clearly knows how to make a movie with heart in it. Oh, cheers, cheers. Yes, James Gunn. I'd love to see what James Gunn. I'm really excited for Superman, because yo, David Cornsweet is wham. That guy is a baller. Wham is big. The guy's massive. Like, he's strong. He seems. If you've seen the trailer, I should probably react to the trailer. I probably will later on. But David Cornsweet, like as Clark Kent, I think he might be the best Clark Kent. Like, it's him or Tyler Hoechlin. Now people gonna be like, Christopher Reeves. You're not doing Christopher Reeves. I like Christopher Reeves. Clark Kent. I think he does a good job, but I love Tyler Hoechlin. Tyler Hoechlin, by the way, he does the Superman or Lois TV show, Superman. Or, yo, what's up? I can't say that name, boy, but IKB, what's up? Anyways, as I was saying, Tyler Hoechlin, he does Clark Kent or Superman in the Superman or Lois TV show. Like, the guy is, he's such a good, like, father Clark Kent. Like, I'd love to see how they're gonna progress with Superman in the James Gunn universe. Would be pretty cool. But if you've seen the trailer of Clark Kent, he looks like, it's weird. Like, he stands out, but he also doesn't stand out, and they've done it so well. And I think that's one of the flaws with the Zack Snyder Superman movies, was the fact that like Clark Kent or Henry Cavill's, when he was Clark Kent, he kind of looked like Superman. It's one of those things where I'll be one of the first people to admit Zack Snyder didn't do a good job with making Clark Kent blend in, because he was the man. Like, Henry Cavill as Clark Kent was the man, and I'm not against that, but he looked like Superman. Like, Clark Kent and Superman looked identical. All right, what's next? What was I doing? Oh, Guardians. Yeah, S tier. Watch it again. I'm telling you, you'll really enjoy it. It's really fun. But there are certain jokes in there. If you're watching it with your parents and your parents aren't, let's say they aren't comfortable with thick jokes, I wouldn't watch it with them. But there are certain movies in here that I'd watch with my parents. Like Black Panther one I watched with my dad in the cinemas. He fell asleep though. It was hilarious. Endgame I watched with my dad. My mum hasn't seen an Avengers movie. That's wild. Which is because I watched all of them probably 3 times. Is that Iron Man 2? Oh, shit. I think it is Iron Man 2. Yeah. Iron Man 2. Iron Man 2 is one of those movies that gets a lot of hate. I don't know why, if I'm going to be honest. I agree, bro. Henry Cavill does make Superman. Wait for Tony Stark to become Doctor Doom. Bro, Tony Stark, like, Robert Downey Jr., it's a weird thing, because if he becomes, my thing with Tony, like, him coming back as Doctor Doom is weird, because he was the face of the MCU. He was the face of Marvel. Like, objectively, there was no Marvel, DC, like, at this point, he was the face of, like, superhero movies, like, superhero cinema. He was a face. We all knew him as Tony Stark, and so when he died as Iron Man, I don't think you can kill a character a better way than the way they killed off his character in Endgame. Like, him taking, like, he began the Avengers, he dies as and saying, I am Iron Man. It's just, I'm scared what will happen is if he doesn't do a good job of portraying, if he doesn't do a good job of portraying Doctor Doom, I feel like it will tarnish his legacy in the Marvel Universe, and I don't want that to happen. At the same time, I trust the Russo brothers. They're really good with the vision. Kevin Feige's usually good with his vision as well. I trust, but at the same time, it's like, why did they have to bring him back? I'm like for it because if you've seen the concept leaks, he like Doomsday looks, Doctor Doom looks really cool, but at the same time, it's like you're risking the legacy of Iron Man because we're gonna see him as Iron Man like every single Avengers movie. He's been in there. He's been in every single Avengers movie, and the first face you see is Iron Man's face. Like, I don't know. I'm scared. I'm scared, but I'm also excited. I'm scared, but I'm excited. Obviously, he's making the bag, so who knows? Who knows? Who knows? What's wilder is oh, no, never mind. Because I can't say that. Anyways, Iron Man 2, isn't it? With War Machine. Yeah, it is Iron Man 2. I like Iron Man 2. I'm putting it in D, but I could put it in C. I think that's the first time we see Peter Parker in this movie. Is when that guy, one of the robots aims something at Peter Parker. Anyways, I enjoyed this movie. First time we see War Machine, or War Machine suit specifically. The first time we see Don Cheadle as Rhodey, I really liked that. I thought them recasting Don Cheadle was perfect. And I think Tony Stark. I think Robert Downey Jr. does such a good job of portraying a playboy version of Tony Stark in this movie as well. The first time we see Black Widow's in this movie, I'm like really, because this movie was it. I really like this movie. I don't know why it gets hate, but that being said, I know why it gets hate. There are certain things like no, I can put this in D. I don't know, man. I'm scared now. I've probably got to rewatch it. Oh, bro, I'm using my phone as a camera right now. I will add you when I finish the stream. I'll add you back. Also, I've got your Discord saved, so I'll add you then. What was I gonna say? I don't know, man. I would like to know, what do you think about Iron Man 2? Because I like Iron Man 2. But the movie gets a lot of flack online. Like, I get why, but I think it's unnecessary. Like, there are certain movies where it's like Guardians 2, there are lovers of, there people love that movie an incredible amount. Like, and I don't understand why. Like, I like Iron Man 2. I get why it gets flack, but I also don't get why. I'm like, it's good. You don't deserve the hate it gets. Maybe. Should I put it in C? You know what, I'll put it in C and then I'll manage it and see how it goes afterwards. Iron Man 3. I liked Iron Man 3. I forgot his name, the guy. The nerd who turned into like that fire guy. I forgot his name. And I love the way they used the I know the actor's name, I forgot the character's name. T.Y. Simpkins or something like that. I don't know. Again, these two Iron Man movies, they're like, for me, they're like C-level Marvel movies. Like, one thing about this movie that doesn't make sense is, remember the iconic scene when Iron Man, like, he does, like, the house party, he calls house party, and then he's like, all the Avengers suit self-destruct, all the Iron Man suit self-destruct. Like, and then later on, what's it called? He, like, the next movie, you see him automatically in the helicopter going into his Iron Man suit. It doesn't make sense, but I don't really care because I love that. I enjoy that movie. I enjoy the Iron Man movies, but also understanding that they're not the best movies. But Iron Man 1, the one we're going to talk about right now, this is A tier, arguably S tier. I love this movie. I think it's the best Phase 1 movie. Now I'm putting it S tier. I don't know what's wrong with this movie. When I think about it, maybe they could have. No, I love this movie. I love the suits, Mark 1, Mark 3, of course iconic Mark 2, silver one as well, that's pretty cool. Ironmonger was pretty cool. The original Rhodey was pretty funny, I liked him, but I understand why they recast him, that guy is crazy. Pepper Potts, she is lang. This movie was good. I don't know what more they want from, I don't know what more you could get from this movie. Like, you know the ST movies? They're like, I don't know what you could do to improve it, which is why I'm putting them at S tier. There are certain movies where I'm like, you could have done certain things to improve this movie. I don't think you can improve these movies. I think these are like the top 5 Marvel movies. I think that's it. Was it Spider-Man Far From Home? You know, Far From Home, Spider-Man Far From Home is one of those movies where I'm like, because I like Jake Gyllenhaal. I like him as Mysterio. and I like the way they introduced Nick Fury into this movie. There are certain good things. I thought Happy was really funny in this movie, but I also didn't like the fact that we never actually see this Spider-Man in New York apart from Homecoming. Now you could say No Way Home, but No Way Home, no. Like a lot of the time in the Spider-Man movies, the Tom Maguire, the Andrew Garfield ones, New York felt as like a character, an established character within the movies. It just felt like a part of the movies. I never felt like, even in Homecoming, you see him for a short bit, but then straight away he's going to DC for the math competition. What? Yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, I don't know. Far From Home. Now, does this deserve the flack it gets? I saw it recently again. I've like been watching the Marvel movies. It's not as bad as I remembered it to be. I enjoyed Mysterio, but I'm also not a fan of like Zendaya's MJ. I do not like her. If I'm gonna be honest, I don't know why. I don't think I've liked any MJ, which is wild. Apart from the animated one, Zoe Kravitz in Into Spider Verse, because she is bad, even her voice. But I never liked the MJ in the. I never liked the MJ in the Tom Holland Spider Man movies. I think Zendaya is. Oh, this is controversial. She's really plain, in my opinion. I think her characters lack something. They lack emotion, and I get that what they're trying to do with her MJ, but I was not a fan of it. I'll be interested to see Carol F. Dude, no, don't try and justify it. Don't try and justify Captain Marvel being F. You can't. Do you remember? Don't forget what it's ruined. One of the most iconic characters, Nick Fury. And you're thinking, how did it ruin Nick Fury? Remember that iconic scar on Nick Fury's eye? Because of a cat, a space cat. I trusted someone once. You know that iconic line in Winter Soldier. I trusted someone once, and I lost an eye for it. Like, and then it's a cat. I'm sorry, you can't win back. I despise Captain Marvel. But in the Marvels movie, I really liked her character. So clearly, it's not her, and it's not her character. I think the way they used her in the Captain Marvel movie was not it. But the Marvels, I'll talk about that one later. So overhated. Argue with me, I don't care. I love the Marvels. No, don't do that. But the cat is cute. You're wilding. No, the cat, the one with the tentacles coming out. Sorry, you can't convince me. No, no. I despise it. No, no. I remember watching that movie and Jude Law. I hate the fact that the only time we see him in a Marvel movie, to my knowledge at least, is like his character's like, eh. It's I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but if you try and defend Captain Marvel, I'm judging you right now. I'm gonna be honest. I'm judging you. There are certain movies here that you cannot defend. Like I would rather you defend Thor: Love and Thunder, but not try and defend Captain Marvel. You can't defend Captain Marvel. Oh yeah, what was it? Spider-Man Far From Home. I'm gonna put it in the C tier as well. D tier, but we'll probably find something soon. Homecoming, I'm putting a D. I just do not like Homecoming. I think it does a disservice to Iron Man's character. Yo, no, you can't convince me that Captain Marvel's a good movie. Anyway, Spider-Man Homecoming. Spider-Man Homecoming was what do I call it? Like, it was. It just felt like I was watching a spider. It was an Iron Boy movie. I'm like, I came here to watch Spider-Man, and I don't know why. It annoyed me. I think I'm so used to seeing Spider-Man as, I guess, maybe the same way people view Henry Cavill as Superman. The way I view Henry Cavill as Superman is like not trying to stay with the norms, but a big part of like Spider-Man's character is like he's like this independent kid who takes the weight of the world on his shoulder, but then he's trying to be an Avenger in this movie, and it feels like a disservice. No, okay, this person I actually might have to. This is wild. Ant-Man that high, you're crazy. Ant-Man's amazing. Ant-Man's better than Black Panther, better than this, better than this, better than this. I love that Ant-Man movie. It felt like a bunch of friends in a heist movie, and the way they, I don't know why, but I love that Ant-Man movie. Maybe it's me, maybe I'm delusional, but I mean, you said Captain Marvel F starting with the crying emoji, so I think you deserve more judgment than I do. Yeah, the Spider-Man movie. I think Michael Keaton's villain was pretty cool. When Spider-Man finds out that Michael Keaton's character is the Vulture, pretty cool. But it felt like Spider-Man never did anything on this movie. Like he messed up. No, okay. This is wild. Doctor Strange and S is crazy. Like you could probably convince me A, but S is wild. I don't think there's another movie. I don't think there's another Avengers movie that's S tier. The Avengers movies are like, no. Doctor Strange is not S tier. That's wild. That's wild. No. You can't convince me Doctor Strange is wild. S is crazy. Doctor Strange is B. I think like the Doctor Strange, the Ant-Man's, Captain America vs. Avenger, Black Panther, they're like that B tier, like that good, better than average, but not amazing movie. Like they're yeah. I'm right. Oh, okay. So this person's crazy. This person's crazy. Captain America Civil War and S is, and you're rank how once I'll like okay maybe A tier maybe if you hit your head before watching the movie sure I'll put it in A tier if you like if I was hitting my head but how three times you're crazy you have to be Captain America Civil War was amazing it was just, the writing was amazing okay if you're gonna use an argument that's not comic accurate sure but then you have to hold the same standard to every single other Marvel movie this movie sure it's not comic accurate but every single character in this movie was like they used them for their purpose. I think everything in this movie was just perfect. The way they introduced Spider Man, Black Panther, the way they used Ant Man in this movie. It's just the relationship in this movie. Also, the plot twist when you find out that it was Bucky who killed Tony Stark's parents. Zemo as a villain, amazing. This movie, Captain America: Civil War, is amazing. It deserves to be an S. Chill. Okay, I'm really seeing who you are right now, and you trying to argue Captain America F and saying that's how, but saying Civil War in it's not S is crazy. The Avengers movie. I like it. It's A. No, it's A. What am I doing? It's A, but it's also not A. I wouldn't be my. I think it's aged poorly over time, but it's not. Oh, this is weird. It's A, but it's not A. Do you get me? Like it's one of those movies where you're like, oh, I wouldn't. This okay. See now I feel bad if I put it in because okay I'm gonna put it in A, but I wouldn't. I like putting it in B wouldn't be wild. Ignoring who is right or wrong. Iron Man team is far stronger and should have won. Bro, I totally agree. Like I don't know how Iron Man's team lost. If I'm gonna be honest. No, but no, no, mate, no, yeah. I mean, Scarlet Witch really does even out the playing fields when you think about it. I don't who's in Team Iron Man. Team Iron Man, Black Widow, Vision, Warm. Nope, yep, you're right. Yeah. When I think about it, no, because Team Cap had what's his face? No, because Iron Man's team had Black Panther as well. You know you are right. Spider Man. Yeah, like Ant Man. Realistically, what's Ant Man doing? Ant Man is. I get it. He can go big, but like they just tripped him over and he lost. Like how badly? Like no, you are right. The only one who evens out the playing field is Scarlet Witch. You could be like, she's Scarlet Witch. You know. Oh. You see that thing she does all the time. That one. But I don't really care. No, Iron Man team should have won. Yeah, definitely. But is Iron Man okay? Hear me out now. Was Iron Man wrong? Like when you look at it from his perspective, he wasn't that wrong. But nah, then there's that scene where he's like Iron Man's like she's a weapon of mass destruction. Oh no, is it they don't grant visas to weapons of mass destruction and there's that whole thing of like on TikTok of like who would they vote for? If you haven't seen it, I saw it because my TikTok's a bit weird, but it pisses me off sometimes when I'm thinking because I'm like if you read the comics, the stance they take and not the stance they would take in the movies. Either way. Oh, okay. I know another movie. So you're welcome. There's gonna be a movie joining Captain Marvel, Incredible Hulk. Boring. It felt like do you know how there are certain movies where it's like propaganda, like military propaganda. That's what Incredible Hulk felt like, and it was kind of sad that Captain America: Brave New World felt like a sequel to the American Hulk with the touch of espionage from the Winter Soldier. I enjoyed the Captain America: Brave New World, but that was also a bit boring. Incredible Hulk was boring. Edward Norton as Hulk. Thank God they introduced Bruce Mark Ruffalo. I like his casting a lot. That movie was not it. Both are right, but both had the wrong way. You know what? I think that's the best way of saying it. Both were right for their reasons, but the way they went around it with Captain America and they both were a bit radical in their beliefs, I guess, when it came to the execution. Some might say Trumpish, and I'm joking. I'm joking. Thor Ragnarok. All right. It's because of Thor Ragnarok we got Thor Love and Thunder. So I'm gonna take that into my mindset when picking this. Thor Ragnarok is good for what it is, but it's okay. Oh, this is crazy. Like, it's the best Thor movie, but it's not that really hard. The fact that Thor's got 4 movies is even wilder because his movies are usually boring. He's only had two good Thor movies in my opinion. Thor, and then Thor Ragnarok, and then Thor Dark World. I enjoy Thor Dark World. The hate that movie gets unserved. Anyways, Thor Ragnarok, Hela's pretty cool. Low key, I love. You think they ruined? You think they ruined Hela? Uh, I don't actually. I haven't read any Thor comics specifically, so I don't know. I thought Odin's death was kind of sad. Uh, I like Odin. He's one of my favorite characters. I don't know why. I just really liked him in the Thor movies. He just felt like a man of principle, and so when he died, I was like, oh, that's pretty sad, you know. But Loki's got that mischief. He's. I don't know why, but I really like Loki, especially in the Thor movies. He's way better. Uh, Odin's death, Hela, Ragnarok. The movie's beautifully filmed. Hulk. There are funny scenes in the movie, but it felt like stupid. You know the one where he like throws a ball and he thinks he's gonna like, and then he just it felt. No, I like it. Okay, I'm not gonna disrespect Captain Thor Ragnarok. That's wild, but it's because of Thor Ragnarok that it's because of the success of Thor Ragnarok that we got Thor Love and Thunder. And I'm sorry, but like I blame Thor Ragnarok. Like I hated Thor Love and Thunder. I despise it. I just hated it so much. Surtur would have been to Helen's power. Oh, okay. If that's why you're saying they ruined Hela, it makes sense. Hela was OP. It was OP. The way she just held me all there and just smashed it. Pretty sick. Pretty sick. Also, her taking out Thor's eye, pretty cool as well. Giving that iconic. Okay, now with that mindset, I like Thor Ragnarok. I think it's a B tier. I don't think it's A tier. People think it's like the best Marvel movie. It's wild. I'm sorry, but like, I think I would have put in A, had it not led to Thor: Love and Thunder, and it led to Thor: Love and Thunder because Taika Waititi, the maniac that he is, thought because Thor and Ragnarok was successful, because of the way the amount of humor that was filled in that movie, he was like, times by 1,000, it should be 1,000 times better. That's crazy. And then we got Thor: Love and Thunder, and every single scene I was like, Lord, if this is my time, take me, take me. This movie is bad. And what's worse, I stayed in the cinema because I paid money. Had I not paid money, I would have left. But I was like, I'm gonna get my money's worth. If that means dying, so be it. But clearly, I was up twice. Also, Gore in that movie is pretty cool. Thor Ragnarok, I should probably put that. I'm gonna put that in. Oh, again, I'm like wondering now, A or B. I'll put it A because so many people put it. No, it's B. No, it's A. I can't decide. I'm gonna put it in A. Thor. Thor was like a D. That's boring, bro. It was so boring. I could live without that movie. It was one of the most phase. If like people give phase one such a good. You think they were in Gore? You know what? When you think about it, a lot of characters are, especially in the Thor movie. Yeah, Gore is one of the saddest ones. Christian Bale, like, it's sad to know that when you look at all the movies he's been a part of, Thor: Love and Thunder is going to be one of them. It's like tarnishing his legacy. How do you go from The Dark Knight to Thor: Love and Thunder? Jeez Louise. But yeah, I despise Thor: Love and Thunder from the bottom of my heart. I don't know how much like if I loved my kid, which I don't have a kid by the way. I don't know why I said if I have one, but supposing I did have a kid, if I wanted to punish them, I'd make them watch Thor: Love and Thunder. And then if they enjoyed it, they're probably getting sent into adoption because they've clearly got a bad taste in movies, and that can't be my son. Clearly, in my DNA, there's got to be something that's against Thor movies because the Thor movies are objectively this, you know, there's like movies that you're from all the characters, how they ruin a Thor movie was no. Okay, see, this is wild because I like Ultron in this movie. I don't know why you're saying they ruined it. You think they ruined everyone in Marvel? No, I like Age of Ultron. I like Ultron in this movie. I think uh, I think the voice of Ultron, James Spade, was pretty cool. The way they made him look, his full vibranium suit. Also, the fact that he gets beaten so easily with his vibranium body is kind of embarrassing, but sure, why not? Thor, I'm putting Thor in that. I'm gonna put it in the Thor level. It's better than these two. I despise those two. Black Widow. Let's talk Black Widow. The movie gets a lot of hate, undeserved in my opinion. Now, sure, the CGI isn't the best in certain scenes. Sure, they kind of ruined Taskmaster. Uh, I get it. If you love this comic too much, you know what? I understand that one. There are certain characters where you're like Iron Fist. Like I don't hate the Iron Fist TV show, but having like when you know who the character is, it's like why have you done this to my character? I get that point. Black Widow. I really like Black Widow. I really like Black Widow. Ultron should have been able to control all technology and been a thing. You know what? I agree with you. I think Ultron should have been one of the characters where like, you it's like what they did with Loki in a weird way. Like how Loki's been in not necessarily exactly the same, but Loki he's been the villain in how many movies? If including the Avengers, Thor, Thor: The Dark World, whatever other project I'm pretty sure he's been in. Like they used him. Now you may disagree the way they used him, but they still used him. I think Ultron was such an amazing villain. Like he's one of those people where you're like, he's one of those villains where you're like, this is someone like the way he speaks is just like poetic. He's like the way I think especially if they'd increased his capabilities throughout every single scene, like him being able to, I think he does try to set off nukes, but let's say they try and make him set off nukes in another movie. I don't know why, but like I feel like he's like if they made a fourth Iron Man movie, he should have been the villain in the fourth one, because his villain deserved more screen time. He did his whenever he was on the screen, he commanded a certain presence. His like him as a villain, which is amazing. So him like so for them to kill him off, so I don't know why, but I was like, he felt like one of those villains where you're like, from Age of Ultron, we should have at least had him in Civil War. I don't know why, but I love this character. Yeah, Black Widow. This movie gets a lot of hate. The CGI, okay, sure, it wasn't the best, but I thought Red Guardian was amazing. Yelena Belova, Black Widow's sister, was pretty cool. Florence Pugh plays her, by the way. Beautiful. I don't know why I did that. Scarlett Johansson, oh, it's a good job with Black Widow. The mom, I forgot her name. Taskmaster, Pro Show wasn't the best villain. Actually, it wasn't that good if I'm going to be honest. But, I mean, she looks pretty cool in the Thunderbolts trailer, so hopefully she's good. Also, the backstory of Black Widow felt like it should have come out during the Phase 1 era. Who's coming back? Vision. Ultron. I don't know this. Oh, if Ultron's come back in Vision Quest, I'll be pretty excited. Also, I'm pretty sure Star-Lord's going to be in it, so it's going to be that weird thing. It'll be a pretty weird combo. Well, imagine Star-Lord, Vision, and Ultron in the same screen. I don't know why, but that just feels a bit wrong. But what's it called? Oh, of course, what about? Yeah, Black Widow felt like it should have been one of those movies that came out in Phase 1. Like, you know how Phase 1 was just the origins of superheroes? It felt like the, oh shit, the character's coming back. I'm like, okay. So Vision Quest, whenever that comes out, probably 2026. I'm excited. 2026 is loaded, by the way. Like, there's a list out there of all the confirmed Marvel projects. It looks pretty sick. But Black Widow, it felt like a Phase 1 movie. I don't know why, I really, like, if you compare it to the Phase 1 movies, it's actually pretty high. Like, it gets a lot of hate. I really enjoyed it. Sure, the CGI wasn't the best at certain scenes, but the fight scenes are pretty cool. The characters' relation with each other, I enjoy it a lot. The hate gets undeserved. Like, people talk about it like it's like Captain Marvel level. It's better than Captain Marvel, and I know the person typing will disagree with me, but you're wrong. It's way better. Black Widow, I'm gonna put it in C. I enjoyed it a lot. Controversial, I really enjoyed it. Oh, Shang-Chi. Uh, uh. I don't know why I despise the ending of Shang-Chi. Like, I despise it. I genuinely do hate it. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't know why. I think the ending ruined Shang-Chi for me. Because Shang-Chi was built up like, I don't know. I don't know. They were like, the movie was going towards him and his father, like, fighting. And it's going to be the last fight scene. And then it just leads to him fighting a big dragon. And I'm like, I get it, but you don't see, like, when it comes to him fighting this dragon, you don't really see anything. I don't know why, but I think the ending left a really sour taste. Also, I've only seen it once, so maybe my memory serves me wrong. But there were also, the fight scenes in those movies were pretty good. So, like, the fact that it led from, like really good fight scenes between individuals to him fighting a monster or a dragon where you don't actually see him fighting it. It was like, ugh. I wish it ended with him fighting his father and then he just ended there, or it led to the when he meets Wong and everything. But like, I don't know why I just hated that. But it's not bad. It's not amazing. Would it be 8B? No. Yeah, it's like a Black Panther movie. I'm gonna put it in B. Alright, what else is there? Oh, Eternals. Again, another movie that gets a lot of flack that's not deserved. Now, that being said, Eternals did feel like a movie where they introduced so many characters. I get why people don't enjoy it as much. It's like having the Avengers movie without having known the Avengers, but then not as good as the Avengers movie. Like, I enjoyed it, and I think also the cast was filled with stars. Like, but it felt like a movie that should have done. It felt like a movie where you've already introduced a character originally, and then you've made this movie, but you didn't introduce the characters, and it felt like every single movie, every single introduction of a character was rushed. But I like it. I really enjoy it. This is a weird one because is it as good as oh, I don't know. Okay, because I enjoy it more than Shang-Chi. I want to put it in B, but I could also put it in C. B, C, B. No, because I enjoy it more than First Avenger as well. No, I don't enjoy it more than First Avenger, but I enjoy it more than Shang-Chi. I enjoy Eternals. I'm gonna put it in B. Yeah, yeah, because I want to see an Eternals 2 as well. I think like the way they ended it off the cliffhanger with Kit Harington's character, like I forgot his name. Is it called Black Knight? I forgot his name, anyways. But and then Cersei being dragged away in the air. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in B. That's one of those movies where it's like B and C. I don't really mind. Ooh, No Way Home. I like No Way Home a lot. I think it's the best out of the three Tom Holland movies by far. No, actually, I'm gonna put it in S. I love No Way Home. Now, oh, do I love it because of nostalgia? Because I'm a Andrew Garfield fan. Maybe. Does that mean my opinion is wrong? Nope. I loved No Way Home. I thought No Way Home was just really fun. But the criticism of it is wrong. It's not what I was gonna say. No Way Home. I really like No Way Home. The hate it gets is way over. No, yeah, I don't know what I'm think about this. It doesn't deserve the hate it gets. The movie was amazing. Andrew Garfield, Tom Maguire, Tom Holland. The relationship between all those three villains, amazing. Oh, I'm tired for some reason. I don't know why I'm tired at all. I'm not really tired. What was I saying? Yeah, the relationship between those two characters, amazing. The way they brought them back, pretty cool. The hype around it, like it's just that movie was so nostalgia filled. Is that bad? No, that's one reason why X-Men '97 is so amazing because of nostalgia. Mm, Green Goblin in this movie was pretty cool. Every single villain was just enjoyable. The CGI they did for the lizard wasn't that good, but also like Doctor Strange. All right, this is weird. I agree with Doctor Strange. Like when he was saying like you shouldn't affect the multiverse. And Green, like I don't know, was Doctor Strange right? Yeah, but should they have? Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Either way, yeah, that movie was pretty cool. Green Goblin, pretty cool villain. The lizard CGI, bit wonky, but you know, it's one of those things where you're like the jokes in this movie were pretty cool. Like Ned was actually funny in this movie, like genuinely really funny. Zendaya's MJ, I couldn't care for. I don't know why, but I do not like her MJ. Every time I see her, I'm like, why? Have some sort of emotion. I feel like she lacks emotion in those movies. Yeah. Aunt May's death. It's sad, and then she gave that iconic with great power comes great responsibility. Pretty cool, like pretty cool, but also like a woman. Like Uncle Ben's line. I shouldn't be saying that's crazy, but you get what I mean. Like we're so used to Uncle Ben saying it, but we don't even get Uncle Ben. Will they reintroduce Uncle Ben in Spider-Man 4? Who knows? I don't know. I wish I knew. Marvel, if you're ever watching this, you're probably not. Please let me know. Yeah, we don't get Uncle Ben, but they do talk about him. One of the bags Peter has says Uncle Ben on it, I'm pretty sure, so pretty cool. Anyways, yeah, Marissa Tomei, she gave that iconic line with the great power comes great responsibility, and then all three of the Spider-Men talk to each other, how their Uncle Ben said it, and then how Andrew Garfield lost his MJ, Gwen, and oof. And I think about it now, that movie was just really great. Now, certain scenes, the CGI was a bit dodgy, like even the Flash Thompson scene, where he's got the tennis, I don't know what they call it. I actually don't know the name for it. What they wear, you know that thing they wear on their head for tennis when they're sweating? It does. I forgot headband. He has that. The back screen of that looks awful, and the color grading in certain scenes weren't the best. But as a movie, really enjoyable. There was just, and also it set up Spider-Man 4 really well with everyone in the world forgetting him, and then it looks like they're gonna give us a real Spider-Man movie now, not Iron Boy movie, a Spider-Man movie where he's like on his own, broke, living by himself, going to MIT. It'll be pretty cool. I want a more grounded version of Spider-Man in Spider-Man 4. Apparently, we're not gonna get that though, because I heard they might be introducing Jean Grey. Why are you introducing Jean Grey? You know who Sadie Sink is? If you don't know her, she's in Stranger Things, but her character's gonna be in it, so that's pretty cool. I think I posted about her on my TikTok. I think it was pretty cool. She got cast. I think they'll make her the MJ Gwen Stacy, which is funny because every single Gwen Stacy is gingers, because gingers are pretty. I think gingers are really pretty. I mean they're all pretty. Sadie Sink, Bryce Dallas Howard, Emma Stone. Ironically, one of them are English. I don't know why it's ironic. Thor: Love and Thunder, going F category. Just hate this movie. Hate it. Every single joke's bad. There's nothing good about this movie. The only good thing about this movie is Gore. And ironically, you could say they butchered his character. I get it. Gore the Butcher. I don't know why that was funny to me. I'm a nerd. Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. This is a weird one. It felt like Sammy Raimi, whatever his name is, the director, Sammy Raimi, whatever his name is. It felt like the writer who wrote this movie, which was not him, had written the movie a different way of like the way they directed it. I feel like if Sammy, whatever his name is, the director wrote this movie, I think the way they did it visually was pretty good, but I think there were certain things in this movie that like the Illuminati. No, okay, okay. This person's crazy. Multiverse of Madness is your favorite movie? No, what they did to the Illuminati, like it hurt me. Like from the bottom of my heart, I was like, do you like? They're so iconic, and like, I get it. Scarlet Witch is like this, powerful person. She's got the Darkhold. I think that's what his name was. Yeah, the Darkhold. She's got the Darkhold, and she's like this crazy powerful person, and she can go through multiverses, taking the body of that Scarlet Witch. But like, I think the way I don't know, maybe because it felt like I think I was expecting a sequel to the WandaVision. I think because I watched WandaVision, and I'm not the biggest fan of WandaVision. I still think it's an A-tier movie, but like the TV show. But I was expecting it to be like a sequel to WandaVision, and it was not. Like visually, it was beautiful, but I went in with the mindset of like it's gonna be WandaVision, and it also felt like because we got No Way Home at that time, where they brought back Spider-Man, the Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. I was like, this movie's all this because we were all thinking it's gonna be cameo fest. It's gonna be like full cameo fest, and it was. We got John Krasinski as Reed Richards. They brought back the that's what I'm saying. The horror sequences were really good, but it felt like the writing of this movie was not meant for a horror movie. You get me? Like I don't know why there were certain things in the movie I was like, the writer had a different idea for how this would look visually, and I feel like if Sammy, whatever his name was, I can't say his bloody name, Sammy Raimi had written this movie himself, with the way he visually done it, I think this movie would be like amazing, like S tier even. But because the writing and the visual aspects of it is just so different, I was like, this feels wrong, but it feels right at the same time. It's a weird mixture. I'm gonna put it in B tier because I do enjoy it. I think the hate is undeserved, but it also is deserved because, like, they just like Professor Xavier's giving up some level of a fight to Scarlet Witch, but he got slaughtered. I mean, they all did. They all got slaughtered. Like, it was embarrassing. Like John Krasinski as Reed Richard, he was like this fan cast, but here he was so bland. Like he delivered his lines like, "I'm just there to get my money, and then I'm cashing out. Like I'm leaving," and clearly they didn't like it because, well, we got Pedro Pascal, Daddy. I don't know why I said that. That's Okay, that felt wrong. It is a sequel to. No, come on. Yeah, I get it. The movie does show the effects of the Dark Cold, but I don't know why. I felt like the writer had a different idea for the movie, but also this. It felt. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. I've probably got to rewatch. I probably will rewatch it because I've only seen it once when I think about it in the cinemas, and I decided not to watch it again. I don't know why. I think I left with the mindset of like I'm going to watch something like No Way Home, and then I left it with like, whoa, this is not what I was expecting, because it has, yeah, yeah. I mean Elizabeth Olsen, she's really good as Scarlet Witch. Benedict Cumberbatch, I love the evil Doctor Strange. I love the way they designed it. Like one of the evil Doctor Strange had a different design. It was pretty cool. American Chavez was pretty cool as well. I think her name is. I'm not gonna. It's an X in that name, so I don't know how you're gonna pronounce that. Joe, Joe, is it Joe? Maybe it's Joe. Forgot her name. Either way, the movie was good. I'm gonna put it in B because I feel like this movie lacked something. Maybe it's just the writing felt. No, I can't in good conscience put. I don't know why. Okay, Wakanda Forever. Like I'll be honest. Didn't care for that movie. That's the name. I'm not gonna pronounce it. This is Joe. Oh Lord. Joe T. Gomez. This feels mildly racist, and I don't know why. I don't want to be, but it feels like when I'm butchering someone's name. Like I think they pronounce it X because his name's called Jolo in the guy from Cobra Kai, Blue Beetle. If you haven't seen him, his name is Jolo, so I think they pronounce it. I guess I don't want to say they. That felt wrong. Joti. Oh, this feels wrong. I'm not gonna try to pronounce it. Sorry, I'm butchering the name. Wakanda Forever. All right, I'll be honest. I despise that movie. I feel like the first 10 minutes of it. Also, uh, I do give it. Oh, okay, this is gonna be really hard. Zhou Chi, Zhou Chi It, Gom Z, Z, Gom Z, Zhou Chi It. Oh, oh, oh. I feel like every time I'm attempting this, I feel like I have to apologize on the camera. Zhou Chi It, Gom Z. Don't know why. This feels wrong. And my name's Essay. The wrong spelling when you think about it. E-S-E-Y. It should be A-Y, but... Zhou Chi It. Gomez? Gomez. I'm going to stop saying it because this feels wrong. Alright. Wakanda Forever. Alright. So, I give this movie... I don't enjoy it. I'm going to be honest. This movie felt like a... imagine the Z and the... imagine the Z as S and the Zhou as Sh. Oh, oh, show chi it, show chi it, show chi it. Oh, this feels wrong. Show chi it, show. No. Sh, sh, it, it. I'm gonna skip this because this feels wrong. All right, Wakanda Forever. I feel I don't. Black Panther, the actor Chadwick Boseman is dead. That came out very wrong, but like he died in it. So I think the first 10 minutes, five you know that first scene where Shuri, you can only hear the noise of her like trying to save Chadwick Boseman's character T'Challa, and then she fails. And Angela Bassett's performance in the movie was amazing, but I did not like Namor. I'll be honest, I did not care for Namor. I thought bringing Ironheart into this movie ruined the movie. You're closer than most people. Okay, I'll take that then. I'll take that. I think first of all, introducing Ironheart ruined this movie. Because, first of all, the CGI, Ironheart's suit was horrible. Objectively, a really bad suit. Like, I don't think there's a suit, like a live action suit in general, that was as bad as that. I don't think so. No, nothing. Like, I'd rather look at, remember Elizabeth, I don't want to say that. I was going to say Scarlet Witch's toes when she has a dark cold, but they're a bit creepy. You know how they're black and everything, but felt a bit scary. Anyways, it's gone wrong. Ironheart's suit was just bad. I thought they brought her character in because just for the sake of bringing her character in, and it just felt, if I'm gonna be honest, it felt like wrong. Like if you're gonna introduce a character, bring her in like in the Iron War movie. I think they're gonna do like an Iron Wars movie, like an Iron Man. I don't know, Iron Wars movie starring Don Cheadle. So introduced her during that, but I think the way they introduced her in what's it called, in Black Wakanda Forever, just felt wrong. It felt rushed, and I get it. I give it the benefit of the doubt because the main character Black Panther did die in that movie. T'Challa did die. Rob Chadwick Boseman did die, and so like they have to like find a way to. And I think the actress for Shuri did a good role on stepping up, being the lead for this movie, taking on the role of Black Panther. But it just felt. I think, I think, I don't know why, but the movie just for me personally, it wasn't it. But I would understand why people are like, this is really good. Like I really enjoyed it. I mean, like, yeah, it just felt rushed, and it makes sense. It felt like something was missing, probably the actor, but did you not? It's like if you don't know oh I forgot the name of it, Blade, the Blade movie starring Mahershala Ali. I think they've looked for like 10 different directors. This movie is not being made. I think the day they make that movie is the day I own Marvel Studios. So never. I'm not gonna say never. You never know. I might have won the lottery. I don't take part. I don't partake in it. But supposing I do, I might make a couple billion. Maybe an odd 30 billion. Anyways, yeah, the Wakanda Forever movie, it felt, it just wasn't for me personally. I don't know why. I tried to rewatch it and I was like, this is boring. I don't care for it. Like there were certain scenes in this movie, like the first scene where you're like, oh my gosh, your heart drops, even though you know the actor's already dead, but you still feel that emotional weight. And then Angela Bassett's performance in this movie was really good, but I didn't care for it after that. I think I don't care. I don't disagree. Yeah, they should skip the Blade movie because at this point they're not gonna make it. They've been saying they're gonna make it for the past 10 years. 10 years. That's how it feels. The way I feel like when I'm waiting for the Blade movies, the way like a Batman fans. Well, I'm a Batman fan as well, but like the Batman 2. It's been 5 years. It's gonna be 5 years until we get the Batman 2. Like I don't know why. Like just introduce Blade a different way because we're not gonna get a Blade movie. We're just not gonna get it. Yeah, Wakanda Forever. I'm gonna put it in this. I don't care for it. I genuinely didn't enjoy it. Like there's only like a couple scenes where I was like, all right, this is pretty cool, but I didn't care for it. It just wasn't for me. Yeah, I enjoyed Homecoming more than it, and I didn't care for Homecoming. No, I cared for Homecoming, but I wasn't happy with Homecoming. Like I enjoy these movies more. I generally do enjoy these movies more than Wakanda Forever. Ant-Man Quantumania. Okay, this movie pisses me off. Objectively, I don't forget, Kang is this villain who is the next person to come up after Thanos, Big Boy Thanos. The next villain after Big Boy Thanos, and he gets killed by Ant Man. No variant of Ant Man. It doesn't matter if it's like a godlike variant. Should be able to kill a Kang. They just shouldn't. You shouldn't be able, even with Victor Timely of all the variants. They shouldn't be able to kill him. Victor Timely is a variant from Loki. If someone doesn't know, anyways. But you probably do know. I don't know why I'm saying this, but Ant Man. Ant Man should not be killing Kang. No variant. And I think like there were just certain things in this movie. Like I think they made some certain like remember what's his name, Mordok? I think the way they used the previous villain from Ant Man 1 was pretty cool, making him Mordok and how he'd shrunk and gone in. Yeah, but controversial. I don't know the movies. They should have stuck to the original script and killed. I agree. They should have killed Ant Man. We've already got him. We've got him more than enough. Like if you're going to introduce Cassie Lang as a young Avenger, get rid of Ant Man. We don't need him. Get rid of the Wasp. We don't care for them. Someone is banging. Once again. Oh, by the way, Kang ain't dead. They put in it's in the probability storm. But do you think they're gonna bring back Jonathan Majors, realistically? Because remember that scene of the Council of Kangs? They're all still Jonathan Major, so maybe they might bring another actor like no. Oh, okay. I have to sleep probably. Anyway, I'm by the Quantumania. Ant-Man Quantumania is one of those. It just felt, I don't know why, but it feels like wrong to me still. Like yeah, Ant-Man killing Kang is wild, but either way, I think they probably. I don't know if they will bring back Kang. Maybe after the Doomsday, like Secret War stuff, but even then, I think they sorted it out in the Remember the Loki TV show when Loki becomes like the guy who's holding all the timelines together? It felt like they'd handled that stuff. So maybe they'll bring him back. I hope they do. I actually like the actor, but I don't know, but the scandal's a bit shaky. But is it? You see, the thing is, they're part of this. Like, one thing about this movie that annoyed me was like the fact that everyone was angry at Scott because of that. You know, the book, and how he didn't ask for permission or whatever. And I was like, really? Like the buddy, like dude saved the whole universe. The guy's a criminal, so he's very hard for him to get a job. Like, are you really complaining that he's made his money from writing a book? Like, from all the ways to make money, that isn't one of them. And like, I don't know, it just annoyed me a bit. But well, it came out after. The thing is, this movie came out after Endgame. I'm pretty sure. Did it? I think it did. I don't remember actually. Now I'm thinking about it, but I enjoyed it more than Wakanda Forever. No, because it wasn't that bad. I think it's between these two right here. Is it Black Widow level? Yeah, there were some good parts of that movie. There were some good parts. Maybe it wasn't for me personally, but there were some good parts. Guardians 3. Oh, what a sad movie. It's A tier. Guardians 3 is so sad. Like when you find out what happens to what's his face, Rocket, it's just like so sad and like I don't know why, but like I remember like him crying and that scream. You know that scream when he finds out the girl. This I don't know what it's called. The vermin. No, you can't mean. Yeah, they're vermin, but I don't know what it's called. I forgot what the name of the animal was called, but when he finds out she gets killed, oh, it's just so sad, man. And like the abuse he went through, and like that's what I'm saying. Like the emotion Guardians 3 was filled with. Also, there's that part when he's like, really, you hate the Guardian films? Okay, this has gone wrong. This has gone wrong. You hate the Guardians film. I can get like where you hate Guardians 2. I despise Guardians 2. I generally do. Do you not like even like the origins of Rocket Raccoon? Nah, because I don't mind it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was like it made me. I guess because I actually don't know a lot about the Guardians characters. I never read any of the Guardians comics. Never in my life. So for me, they're like DT. I'm pretty sure, aren't they? And like it's like, yeah, they're almost like the Eternals level when it comes to like popularity in the comics. But I never actually read any of their comics. Never. But it was just sad. I remember watching that movie being like sad. But there were things about that movie I hated, like Adam Warlock. No. I remember why I hated it. Adam Warlock pissed me off. I remember. What they did to Adam Warlock's character in that movie, I despise it. Also, the way they make him look when he's flying, it's just annoying. Like the camera zoomed into on his head. And he's done that for the Superman movie as well, James Gunn. And I'm like, no. Like, you have the budget, make it look better. Don't use the head first. I don't know why, but I hate that. I actually hate it from the bottom of my heart. I hate the way they made him not fly. His character in general, the way they butchered it, it just felt wrong. But thus, because I think it might be BT. Because the emotional part of that movie was really good. But you know, I can't be one of those people who like defend that movie was hot. Genuinely, it was genuinely. I was like, that movie. I despise that movie. Like I just thought it was like, no, because no. I remember I'm thinking about it right now, and I'm like, what they did to Adam Warlock, it just felt wrong. Yeah, okay, Drax is one of those as well. Yeah, Drax is meant to be an emotional squad. Yeah. Yeah, I get what you mean. But do you not think they did it with do you not think they did that with Gamora? I agree with you when it comes to like Star Lord and Drax, especially Drax, because they made Drax the comedic relief of that group, which is wild because you'd think with that many jokes in the group that they'd already have someone else doing the comedy, but Drax is usually the comedic relief, which I get why they use him in that way, but it still felt like Drax is a guy like yeah, like Drax was so feared in Guardians 1, and then he just like when you first see him, like when you first see Drax, you're like, holy, like this guy went against a whole empire. He could go against a whole empire on his own, no fear, would rather die. His backstory is so sad, and then in Guardians 3, they make him like this emotional. Yeah, it goes against the character in a way. They make like an emotional guy who's looking after all these kids who can speak their language, and it's like, yeah, okay. And I guess, oh man, I wouldn't mind putting Guardians 3 in B because I think I prefer Doctor Strange and Ant Man over it. I'm gonna put it in B. Okay, this is my hot take. Yeah, this is probably my hottest take from all. Oh no, why is it reloading? Okay, thank God about that. Okay, what is happening? The Marvels. I hope it saves. Oh, thank God. All right, the Marvels. Okay, this is one I might get a lot of flack for. I really enjoyed the Marvels. Like I gave it like a 7.5, 8 out of 10. I it's like B for me. Like I love the Marvels. Now, sure, the villain wasn't good by any means. Whoa, my camera is laggy. The Marvels. I love the Marvels. I thought it was really good. I think the hate gets so undeserved. Like Iman Vellani, I forgot the actress for Spectrum. Is it Spectrum? Oh, I forgot her name. I think the relationship between the three of them was just so good. Like I don't know why, but I really enjoyed it. It's like there's something about the three of them together. I was like, this is amazing. Like the jokes they have. Oh no, I can't put it in A. I could put it in A, but then people kill me. My brother, I said it to him one time, and he was not happy. But I really loved the Marvels. Like I thought the relationship together was really cool. Uh, Miss Marvel's family is pretty. If you've seen the Marvels TV show, I really enjoyed that. Like I know that TV show gets a lot of flack. I really enjoyed it. Now it doesn't feel like a Marvel project. If I'm gonna be honest, it felt like something that would be like a Netflix series. You know what I mean? Like one of those Netflix series where it's like a limited series, and then they just somehow gave her like powers. But if they showed us a TV show of her family life without the powers, it'd still be pretty cool. Like the relationship was just pretty fun. I really enjoyed the movie. I thought the way they used Captain Marvel in this movie was so cool, and she felt like the big sister of the group and everything. And I don't know why, but I thought this is what I expected from her in the Captain Marvel movie, and I was like, we don't really get that. And I was like, okay, it's pretty cool. Nick Fury, of course, pretty cool. I just felt like if they gave, this is one thing that Marvel does bad sometimes. Like there are certain villains, and they're like they make the villain, meh. Like I thought, what's her name? I forgot the name of the villain. Yeah, I forgot the name of the villain, but she was not like the destroyer. She destroyed, and I get it from her perspective, but I don't know why. But I feel like that if they gave a bit more time, give us a bit more like, if they gave us more time into the villain and like what the villain, like why the villain feels the way they do. I mean, they still do. They do give us that, but it felt like the movie was more about the three of those girls together rather than it was about the villain. And I'm not mad about it. I really enjoyed it. That's one of those movies where I'll defend. Like, it's just really fun. Why do you want to hate a movie? It's fun. Be happy. Choose to be happy. Why do you want to be sad? Your life doesn't get better from choosing to be angry. Deadpool Wolverine. I'm gonna put it in B. The movie had no story, but it was just filled with a bunch of fun moments. I mean, clearly people enjoyed it. It made 1 billion, but like the movie was just, uh, I think I think her name was Vanessa. Well, Deadpool's ex girlfriend. Anyways, I think the plot they tried to go with that was like, yeah, the movie was pretty cool. Cassandra Nova, a pretty good villain, but clearly they wanted to get rid of her early, and I think it's pretty cool that we got her in this movie. We see Nightcrawler, that was pretty cool in the Void. Deadpool, we see all the Deadpool variants. Henry Cavill. I wish we got to see Daniel Radcliffe as one of the variants. That'd be pretty funny. We got to see the short. I mean, yeah, that movie just felt like a fun movie. It didn't feel like you're going there for the story necessarily. I think one of the things is like, it's the first time we're seeing an X-Men movie produced by Kevin Feige's Marvel Studios, and so it was like, all right, let's see what the future of the Marvels are like, and it was like, whoa, okay, it's pretty enjoyable, and it was the only movie coming out that year, anyways, Marvel movies to be specific, but I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. It felt like the movie was messy though. The story was a bit messy, and I'm gonna be honest, you know how they made it sound like the Wolverine Wolverine, like his Wolverine did something so bad. It wasn't that bad if we're gonna be honest. Like, eh, yeah, he messed up. But like, from all the Wolverines, are we telling me he's the worst one? I don't know. Yeah, Captain America: Brave New World. Now this movie is gonna be in the same level as like Quantumania. Now this movie got a lot of hate by like content creators. You were wrong. Objectively, like they talked about it like if you've seen the iconic, Soups, the clip of him being like, first of all, I want to congratulate I want to congratulate the people working on this movie because it takes a whole group to make a movie. It's hard work. It's like buddy, it wasn't that bad. Like this, don't forget, this guy loved the Flash. This guy loved the Flash movie, and I like the Flash movie, but he talked about it being like the greatest movie of all time. I'm like, buddy, you can't say that and then also be like Captain America: Brave New World, worst movie ever. It just wasn't. It wasn't. Now, was that movie a bit? Did it feel like the first? The action in this movie felt a bit. It felt like the sequel to the Incredible Hulk movie, which there's nothing wrong with. But I came for like a Captain America movie. Like you need. I think watching the Incredible Hulk helped a lot when you came to watching this movie because then you wouldn't know who the leader was. I think this movie just helped because then you get to know a lot more about Thunderbolt Ross. It helped out with the movie. Also, Red Hulk. One thing this movie did horribly, and it's controversial, but the promotion of this movie, and I say the promotion because in every single promotional thing, they just showed Captain America fighting Red Hulk. That was at the end of the movie for 5 minutes, and Captain America doesn't even win the fight. He talks him down, and I'm like if you don't show all of that because don't get that the Red Hulk fight scene was pretty cool. It was really good. But you only showed that, so we were expecting multiple fight scenes between the Red Hulk and Captain America, and then you showed that at the end of the movie for 5 minute fight scenes. And don't get me wrong, they built it up and everything, but it just again, Danny Ramirez the new Falcon was pretty cool. Their relationship is pretty cool. Bucky, the first time we get to see him, and Buddy's running for congressman, which is a weird turn from running to congressman to now being a part of the Thunderbolts team. So let's see what happens to him. That guy cannot catch a break. Yeah, which is pretty cool. But also, how can he run for Congress? Like, he's a mass murderer. I guess, it's America. You never know, I guess. I can't speak in America, but, I can't speak for them, but a bit wild. It was a good movie. Now, does it deserve the hate it gets? No. Is it amazing? No. It's just... it's like an Iron Man. It's like the Iron Man movie. Like it's not amazing, but it's not bad. It's just that's C tier. Like yeah, I think this is a pretty fine list. I don't think there's anything egregious in this list by any means. Of course, one person might disagree. Captain Marvel F, and that's like you're like how because it was bad. Objectively, no. That being said, there were some good ones. Like yeah, I don't think there's anything here that's egregious. There's nothing here that's egregious. And you're coming from a guy who has egregious opinions all the time. There's nothing here that was like, oh no, I'm going to die. I don't know why I did that accent then. Alright, well, I'm done for the day because clearly I'm broken. Oh, you can't see anything, can you? I don't know what else to do. I just came here to rank Marvel movies. Check out my TikTok if anyone's watching, which they're probably not. It's essays, hot takes. It used to be uncensored 007, but then why would I call myself uncensored? Good question. No idea. Why 007? Because James Bond's pretty cool. If they cast Henry Cavill, that'll be even cooler. Yeah.